Hey, this is Cedric West. I specialize in tax strategies for individuals and business owners. Today I'm going to talk about filing taxes 101, some common errors that you need to avoid if you decide to prepare your own tax return. Now, one of the errors that you definitely want to avoid is keying in the wrong information. I mean, your name, your social security number. Double check your information, because if that does not match what's in the IRS system, then it's going to get a kickback. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you, after you enter your information, you take the time to review, double check your social security numbers for you, your spouse, and all of your dependents. Check your address, make sure that your name is spelled correctly, and in addition to that, ensure that your name matches what's on the social security card, because that's the name that the IRS utilizes in their system. Now, if you have a name change, then you do need to submit some information to notify the IRS that you have changed your name. So you want to make sure that you notify the IRS about that. Some other errors that you want to make sure that you avoid is, choosing the correct filing status. I've seen that a lot where, you're married, for example, but you accidentally select single and you have two individuals on the return, then that does not match up. Another thing that you want to avoid is, don't attempt to file your return by hand. Use the software. They have countless of softwares that you could utilize, because there's so many forms. Taxes they are more complicated than they were before. You have different forms, and all that numbers needs to match and tick and tie mathematically. So you definitely want to just use the software. Don't attempt to use it by hand. Okay. One thing that I always stress to all of my clients and people in general, if you are receiving a refund, okay, you need to triple check your banking information. I mean, the bank name, the routing number, and the checking account number. And the reason why I say this is because if you submit the wrong information, and if you found out later that that's not the right bank account, it can take up to a year for you to receive your refund. So just be mindful of that. If you decide to prepare your own tax return, you need to triple check your bank account information. Okay, that's very important. You need to triple check. Okay, I'm going to say this one more time. Triple check your banking information. Okay, and then a few more items. You need to make sure that you sign all necessary information. That's all necessary forms, because you want to make sure that you are designated that, hey, this is a self-prepared return, and any other forms that you need to sign, so that the IRS can to continue to process your return and not have a delay. And then if you are using what they call an ITIN, which is a individual tax identification number, you want to make sure that that is current and not expired. Okay, so sometimes that has a set limit where it may expire if you don't use it for a certain amount of time. So you want to make sure that the number, if you have an ITIN, that you're using the correct number one, and then in addition to that, that it is current. Okay, so those are a few areas that I wanted to make sure I go over if you do decide to prepare your own tax return this year. But as I stated before, taxes have become more complicated than ever before. So if you ever had a point where you are confused, or if you need professional help, give me a call. My information is below. Set up some time to speak with me. It's a free 30-minute consultation. You can't go wrong with it. I give you some advice. I can't give you everything, but yeah, you just pick up the phone, call me, set up some time, and I could help you. Okay, thank you, and you have a great day. And if you do decide to file your tax returns, remember these tips that I have just given you. Okay, thank you.